Hello everybody! So you want to build a gaming PC that costs $30,000? Well, this video is for you. So believe it or not, $30,000 is actually the sweet spot for gaming. Most Indian gamers prefer this. To be precise, 79.8798% of gamers. Okay, that's not true. I just made that up. Please don't dislike this video. So as I was saying, $30,000 is actually a sweet spot because you don't spend a lot of money and you do get some good value for your money. So without any further ado, let's go ahead with this video. So for the processor, I've picked the Intel Pentium G4400. Now this is based on the latest Skylake architecture. This is a dual-core processor. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would I pick a dual-core processor? Well, this processor may be a dual-core, but it actually smashes all the performance charts. It actually beats most quad-core processors from other manufacturers. Believe me, this one is amazing. The single-core performance of this processor is equivalent to those of the i3, i5 or even the i7. So for the motherboard, I've picked out the Gigabyte GA-H1 TOM S2. You may want to write that down. Honestly, please write that down. Anyway, the links to all of these parts will be in the description, so you don't need to worry about it. So this motherboard supports our processor with the LGA1151 socket. This has USB 3.0, it supports DDR4 RAM, it also has 4 SATA ports, and it also has an option for front USB. So if your cabinet actually has USB 3.0 ports, you can actually connect those to this motherboard as well. Now, for the RAM, I've picked the Kingston HyperX Fury 8GB DDR4 2133 MHz RAM. Okay, all of this stuff is a mouthful. I really have a hard time keeping up with these. Believe it or not, the RAM also affects gaming performance. You can check out videos made by Digital Foundry and you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, coming to the main component of our build, the graphic card. For this, I've picked the Zotac GTX 750 Ti ZT-70601-10M in one take. What? Anyway, the reason I've picked this card because this card is legendary. Legendary! Okay, sorry for that. I got a bit carried away. Anyway, this card is a total bang for buck. This card barely costs $9,000 to $10,000 and it's worth every penny you pay for it. So just go ahead and pick this card up for yourself. Now for our storage, I've picked the Western Digital Blue 1TB hard drive. If you see the current generation games, most of them are very large in size, so you definitely need at least 1 TB of storage to actually have those games. Now for our power supply, I've picked the Corsair VS450. Now I know that this can be a bit overkill because we don't actually need a 450 watt power supply, but please do not cheap out on your power supply. The power supply is actually the heart of the build. It's what powers the whole system. If you cheap out on this and the power supply gives up, it could actually blow up your whole system. So not only would you lose the power supply, but all the other components as well, and that would be a big loss. Also, having 450 watts of power supply is actually future-proof because if you decide to upgrade in the future, you won't have to swap out a power supply for a new one. And coming to the final component of the build is the cabinet. For this, I've picked the Zebronics Storm. Now I know that this is a bit of a cheap cabinet, but we really are on a budget here, and this does get the job done, so I said why not. So now that we're done discussing all the parts, let's actually see how this PC performs. So if you've played Crysis 3, you know how beautiful it looks. With the rig that I've currently recommended, you can play Crysis 3 at medium settings at about 70 FPS. Next on the list is Rise Son of Rome. Again, a beautiful game. You can play this at medium to high settings with 35 to 40 FPS. Then comes Assassin's Creed Unity. You can actually play this at high settings at 35 FPS. If you plan on playing Witcher 3, you'll have to tweak with the settings a little to get a custom setting, but you can play as high as 50 FPS. Next on our list is Battlefield 4. Now this is an amazing first-person shooter. You can play this at almost high settings with about 50 FPS. And last one on our list, who doesn't love Grand Theft Auto? So you can actually play GTA 5 with medium to high settings with a 45 to 50 FPS. Now I actually want to give a big shout out to Gaming for Fun. This guy has the exact system that I've told you, and he's been uploading videos of gameplays to show how the system actually performs. That's where I got these stats. So definitely go check him out. Now something that I've been reading up is some games like Far Cry Primal just won't run on a dual-core processor. So you may face an issue with the G4400. Now actually this can be fixed with a patch, and I think it already has been, but if you still don't want to take a risk, you can actually buy the FX4300. But keep in mind, when you buy the FX 4300, you'll actually have to change your motherboard as well as your RAM. Alright, that's it for me in this video. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. Until then, goodbye.